We will start with the first pre-submitted question by Santiago Santana, TV Azteca. What do you think about the format of Masters 2? Would you change anything?
It's kind of hard to format Masters 2. In my opinion, I probably would have tried to go with 2 groups if that was possible. I know we're on like a short time limit, but I do think groups would be a nice opening to Valorant's first ever international LAN. But with I'm perfectly fine with the format we have right now. There's no there was a slight issue. Well, it was like I had to pay the extra like playing match, but it was fine. It's fine. We got through it. But other than that, I think we're pretty happy with the format. Wright's done a good job, and yeah, we're happy.
Next question is from Lucas Takashi Hagui, Valorant Zone IGC. What do you think made the difference between you and Sentinels since both maps were really close?
Sentinels played their game. They definitely read into us a little bit. I feel like they're very very adaptive. They're all got individual skill. They've also got they have the LAN experience, whereas us Fnatic boys, we have 3 players. I've never been to LAN. Me, myself, Timer, and Magnum. And yeah, but it's just a whole new experience for us boys. Whereas these Sentinels lads have definitely played at this high level before. So maybe a little bit of nerves, but I didn't feel any nerves coming into this game. It felt more like a little bit of sloppiness just coming across the board. But that's for us to work on. Good VODs for us to review, and hopefully we bounce back in the lower bracket.
Cool. We will move to the open session now. Please use the raise your hand features if you want to ask a question. First one to go is Aaron Alford, Inland Global. Hey, Aaron, are you here? If not, we move to Leandro Mosqueda.
Hello there. I'm Leandro Mosqueda from Latin America Plus Gaming Magazine. After this day where, well, both of Europe teams lost against North America, do you think that we are able to have a better analysis about which one is the best region, or is it too early still?
I think it's still too early. I feel like us on another day, we could possibly take that too early. Like, we started off slow on both maps. We feel like when coming into this game, we didn't feel like Sentinels didn't play as differently as we expected them to. Like, they were just better players individually. I feel like, as goes for how we can analyze these 2 regions. I feel like EU just needs that experience. Once we get that experience, I feel like we'll be a good run. We'll have a good run in for the best region.
Next is Shay Robson, Gamezo.
With both EU teams now knocked down into the lower bracket, there may be a chance for an EU versus EU game. Which team do you think is going to come out on top?
Obviously, I definitely think we will come out the lower bracket. I feel like we're generally able to prepare for these teams that we've never played before to a high standard. We got a good staff background that help us with preparing with these teams in the lower bracket. I feel like we've already been knocked down once. It's time for us to bounce back, full focus, full confidence coming into these new games, and I feel like we would just edge it forward further than Liquid.
Next is Pedro Micte, Mace Esports.
Hello. In both Icebox and Haven, Sentinels created a big lead, and Fnatic was almost able to come back but couldn't do it in the end. Why do you think that happened?
Like I said, I guess it's a lack of experience. We got off to a slow start. They didn't really do anything too differently than we expected. Maybe if we came in with the confidence and take more aim duels, etc., might have been able to come out on top. Like, as I remember, I think the the first few rounds of the first game were quite close. We messed up a little bit, but when coming back into the game, we also felt, or I also felt like we threw it away, kind of. Like, I feel like we had the momentum coming back, and just like the small little silly mistakes is the reason why we couldn't pull through.
Okay, thank you.
Last question is from Danny Appleford, upcomer.
My question for you is, what are your thoughts on the massive amount of technical pauses that have been happening in Iceland so far?
It's obviously a pain, but coming onto a new, I don't know, genre for Riot is a tactical shooter. There's bound to be issues, especially when teams are coming off and then coming into a new environment. It is a pain, but sometimes it kills the momentum, but in other ways, it might help us out. Yeah, I mean, there was an issue in our game, in the first game, round 24, is where we couldn't call an extra tactical timeout. Is because one of our tactical timeouts got was it recorded as a technical? No, one of our technical timeouts got recorded as a tactical timeout, which was just an issue of Magnum's monitor. But it is a pain. I feel like with that extra tactical timeout, we might have been able to think out our last round on Icebox. But it's just unfortunate, and it's just the way things go.
Okay, that concludes the scrum for Mystique today. Thank you, Mystique, for joining us. And yeah,
you very
you're good
much.
to go.